Greetings to the nation, to the United States of America. My name is Sandra Black. Today, a tragedy is being reported to you. What happened is that our system totally failed. It began with the Adult Protection Agency, who came out, utterly refused to investigate, and just had dinner with my mom and went back and reported that there wasn't a problem. Then Judge Dana Kenworthy and the guardian ad litem, Terry Pollitt, was assigned to our case when we went to court. My brother, who has been greedy all of his life. Even at the age of 4 or 5, he sold our little brother for a candy bar. Who does that? This is the type of person, but he's my brother, and he has had a problem, so it's not his fault. But the justice system is utterly, utterly guilty to leave a 77-year-old woman in the arms of an utterly greedy person who's mean and cruel, and they know this. They know it. But this is what the problem is. Our system is so corrupt that if we make a mistake, which Dana Kenworthy did do, we can't admit it and fix it. And that's the reason why we need to look at this case very seriously, because where they really messed up is that they had a very qualified, very functionable person. But because of disability, the courts did what the courts normally do. Get a case, get an order, done. Get a case, give an order, done. And it shouldn't be like that. What the case should be done, get a case, look at the evidence, then recheck the evidence and make sure that you're correct, and then based off of the evidence, decide an order. None of the judges that was on my case ever followed that type of procedure, because there was all kind of evidence before them. Even with Dana Kenworthy, there was evidence from my testimony that there was corruption, and she refused. Under my brother being the greedy type of person, he's never graduated from high school, marijuana addiction. All of this was given to her, and that my brother had very serious problems, but instead she allowed Terry Pollitt to do absolutely nothing but look at that I was disabled. So then they violated my civil rights. Just because I was disabled, the evidence didn't matter. Everything I said, my entire testimony meant nothing, and my mother was lost in utter abuse and neglect. Then I prayed about it, and it's been a couple of years that went by at that time, and my brother came in and requested from the court $208,000 from my mother and her entire check every single month. He revealed himself what the truth was. And in all honesty, my brother is an excellent con, and he did con these two women very well. But what really went wrong is when my brother did that, and I come back now to say, look, you know the truth now. You know it's my brother that's the one that's greedy, and it's not me. Do what's right. Do your job. Let me have my mom so I could take care of her. Instead of doing this, Dana Kenworthy recused herself. What that means is pretty much she fired herself. She said, I'm too prejudiced, I'm incapable of handling this case, I'm getting off. So this was all incompetence up to this point, and utter ridiculous, because everybody in this town knows my brother. It's utter ridiculousness. There's no evidence whatsoever that supports what they did while they made those incompetent decisions. Okay, so she gets off the case. Then corruption sets in. Judge HAAS ordered that everything she did was right and ordered me not to come back to court. This is utter corruption. Utter corruption. He violated my constitutional rights to say I cannot come back to court. For what reason? Because I could ask you to substantiate the order and you would not be able to substantiate the order because I would list the evidence that you did not mention in that order? Yes. To the United States citizens, your people are being violated. Your system is failing and nobody is stepping up to admit what the problems are and to say that we got to fix this. We've got to come together and do something about it. An elderly woman is now under abuse and neglect by a son who does not even like her. My mother went to court against my brother approximately 10 years ago and asked the court to have his children taken from him because he was too evil to receive custody of his children. This was told to Dana Kenworthy, Terry Pollitt. None of them cared about what would happen to my mom. They just cared about getting the case out. You're disabled, you're unfit, case closed, your mother goes to your brother. So I want you guys to really consider this. This is a national issue. This is serious. I am a chemical engineer. I have never, ever, never in my entire life tested positive for drugs. I do not do drugs. I have had drug tests from here and there with jobs that I've had to get. Also, in hospitalizations, I've been requested to do a drug test. Never, ever, never in my life have I failed a drug test because I've never been on drugs. I have been an upstanding, law-abiding citizen that has been crucified by our system, and it can be proven. But we need someone in the nation, a lawyer, an attorney who has a heart, pro bono. Pass this around. Find a pro bono lawyer that could stand up, because this could be before the nation easily. It's easily proven that this judge was utterly corrupt and that this is happening all over. It happens a lot, but this is easy to prove. So again, my name is Sandra Black. My website, motherenslaved.com. Please visit my website. It'll help us out a lot. And stay tuned. Subscribe to YouTube. Thank you. You have a good day. God bless.